It's my gun holster. It's my gun holster. Dannazione. It's been years since I put the gun in here. I don't have any idea of what the combination is.
Are you fucking kidding me?
My investigate 20.
$8172.
Dannazione. My gun. My gun. It's been a while since I used it. I don't like to carry it with me. Anyway, it's not loaded, and it's pretty useless to carry it around without any bullets. I must have some bullets in my office somewhere. I just need to remember where. Here are the bullets. Let's hope they didn't rot over the years. Great. There are just 3 bullets. Better to be an optimist and see the magazine half full rather than half empty. Good. The gun is loaded now. An old copy. For once, the weather forecast seems to have been right. I've never seen this much rain coming down. It's like a hurricane hit New York.
Bitch, you don't even know.
For once, the weather forecast. I've never seen this. The certainty with which Mayor Weston claims he'll be re-elected makes me think that his electoral campaign isn't relying solely on rallies and handshakes. At the end of the day, you can always buy the votes that you can't win with your ideas. Cardinal Rastinger gets up in arms about alcohol abuse. This is the kind of news that tells me that the church and I will never get along too well.
Nesting dolls.
I think this is a matryoshka. Even if, from that sour expression, it doesn't look like something a kid would play with. No, I could never. These trash bags give it that certain touch of decay that makes this place unique. It looks like a movie poster. I can't figure out the title. The only thing I can make out is a Navy ship. I don't want to go up. I wanted my office to be on the ground floor so that I wouldn't have to go upstairs every day.
Aww, poor baby.
It's a notice from Slavonsky. All tenants are asked not to leave strollers near building stairs. I don't think it's funny. Vladimir Alexandrovich Slavonsky. It must be the kids from the 3rd floor. I've got to admit, they have a good imagination for pranks. The Slavonsky Apartments. The last refuge of rejects and ex-criminals in retirement. It's certainly not the best place to open a detective's office, but these days, I can't afford to be too picky. Actually, it's not that bad. The rent is low, and you're not forced to fake a smile for the neighbors. Vote for Mayor Smith. Great slogan. A 3-year... Trash. Call me boring, but I'd rather use the door to get in. That's a cab. Since my car is still parked in Harlem, it's the only way that I can get to Brooklyn. Old Abraham's jewelry store. In the end, they even managed to close down that old Jewish tightwad. If this recession continues, in another 2 years, the Lower East Side won't have any businesses left open. There's nothing in there. I bet old Abraham found a way to carry out even the floorboards before he left. The elections for mayor of New York are coming up. All the roads are plastered with idiotic slogans. Politicians. I hate those people. Since they abolished prohibition, advertisements for booze have filled the city streets. What was once considered public enemy number one is now our best friend.
Like weed.
Mackenzie's store. It was the only drugstore around. Now I have to go halfway across the east side just to buy a pack of smokes. It's a building's foyer. I don't know who lives.
Just call it a foyer. Oh, okay.
There's nothing interesting there. Cab. That's just what I need.
Hi, buddy. I help you?
Take me to the Melville Port in Brooklyn.
Sorry, friend. I know in service.
What does that mean?
It means I no work. I on break. No ride, no work, and no question. I on break.
Jesus, this is fucking insulting.
When is your break over?
Oh, I don't know. Can be 2 or 3 hours.
You're on a 3-hour break? What kind of nightcab are you if you take a 3-hour break in the middle of the night?
I don't talk about my work with you, especially when I on break.
I need to go to the Melville Port. It's urgent.
Buddy, it's your problem, not mine. I off. If you big hurry, call cab company and have send other cab.
Take me to the Melville Port. I'll pay you twice the fare.
I no want money. I earn big money today, and now I on break.
Damn, driver. Take me to the Melville Port right now.
You deaf power? I off. If you big hurry,
Goodbye.
you said white word. Goodbye.
Slavansky's Porter Lodge. That stingy Russian spends the whole day inside this hole. Weird he's not here now. Slavansky, that stingy... No thanks.
New York operator.
The taxi company, please.
1 second. Hello, Binkle Taxi. What can I do for you?
I need a cab.
Where are you?
Essex Street, on the Lower East Side.
Hold, please. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
I'm sorry, but the only driver in your area isn't answering his radio. He seems to have disappeared into thin air.
You don't have any other cab?
No, not right now. No one wants to work the night shift in South New York. The area is full of knuckleheads.
So the only cab available in this area is the one with this disappeared driver.
Yeah, we haven't heard from him in days. We even reported him missing to the police, but they don't care about a disappeared Mexican cab driver. They keep telling us that sooner or later a detective will contact us by radio and they'll start an investigation, but I still haven't heard from anyone. Anyway, I can send you a cab from Harlem, but it'll still take about half an hour.
No, I can't wait. I'll figure out something else.
Okay, bye.
All I needed was a missing cab driver. It seems that the only way to get away from here is that damn Chinese cab driver.
At least the music is nice.
You again, buddy? I already told you, I on break.
The company says that there are no cabs in the area.
Well, obviously, I own the cab driver in area.
Hey, wait. The receptionist said the only cab driver for this area disappeared 3 days ago.
Disappear? I know disappear. I know answer radio, that all.
And why don't you answer the radio?
I sell it, make big money.
You sold the radio?
Yes, sold. I pick up more client going round. Radio no help.
Something smells fishy.
And what you want now?
The receptionist said the cab driver who disappeared was a fat Mexican. And you don't seem much like a fat Mexican.
I don't understand what you say.
You understand all too well if you ask me. I'm not interested in your game. But if you're Mexican, I'm Abe Lincoln.
I Mexican, adopted Mexican. Lived many years in Mexico with uncle.
Of course. And what's your uncle's name?
My uncle called Diego. Diego de la Vega.
Diego de la Vega is Zorro.
Yes, yes. His friends often call him Zorro.
He's make-believe. He doesn't exist.
What? You tell me my uncle no exist?
Let's knock it off with this story. I don't care who you are, or where you come from, or what you did with the Mexican driver. Just take me to the Melville port, and I'll keep my mouth shut about all this. Easy, right?
You blackmail me.
You can call it whatever you want. That's just how things are.
I no listen to blackmail.
Whatever you want. I hope the police believe your story about being Zorro's Chinese nephew.
Okay. You win. You get in cab, but no say nothing to nobody about this.
That's better.
Where we go?
The Melville port in Brooklyn. The cab glides over Manhattan Bridge, a solitary figure ignoring the speed limit. In my head, a quartet of pneumatic hammers continues to bang on my temples, reminding me that there's still a good amount of whiskey in my veins. Not exactly the best way to go to a meeting that seems like it was set up to get rid of someone quickly.
You happy now? I bring you here and now I go away.
You're not going anywhere. Wait for me here.
I must wait you here? I don't want to wait you here. This place is scary. I want to go.
Stop whining or I swear I'll get your taxi driver's license revoked.
License? Need license to drive cab?
Great. A Chinese cab driver without a license who's driving the cab of some Mexican guy that nobody can find.
Welcome to New York.
Better not waste time and head for the port's entrance. The appointment was more than half an hour ago. There's no one here. This is the right place, and I'm not that late that most people wouldn't still be waiting. I don't like this. I'd better take a look around. The sun is shining. Rather optimistic for an act of vandalism. They probably called me from this telephone. I remember hearing a ship's siren during the call. There's something on the ground. Dannazione. It's blood. It's fresh. Very fresh. Otherwise the rain would have washed it away. I didn't like this case right from the very beginning. These traces of blood certainly don't win at any points. What the hell? Dannazione. That Chinese cab driver ran away and left me here. I hate cab drivers. It would be better if I called the police. It's the Harbor Master's office. There's a notice. We would like to inform you that the Harbor Master's office is open daily from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Those are odd hours.
It's definite. And those traces of blood on the ground make me think that whoever called didn't make it out of here in good shape. Yes, I'd better call the police. Hello, operator? Operator. There's no line. Someone must have cut the cables. That explains why the telephone call I received was cut off so abruptly. No cab and no phone. Looks like I'll have to take care of things myself. It's a signal buoy. The anchor must be broken, otherwise there's no reason for it to be so close to the mooring. Crates, barrels, and other crap. This car tells me I'm not the only one at the port. I didn't come to steal cars. A rowboat that has seen better days. No, it's saying something that it's still floating. Looks like there's something inside these crates. Let's see. It's part of a pipe. It could be helpful.
Alright, well, I think that's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Okay, we'll try this again.
An electric panel.
Take that.
There's a flashlight here. Yes, I'll take it. The flashlight is in good condition, but it doesn't have any batteries. Finding something ready to be used would have been too easy. Nothing I can do. The panel is completely useless. They don't fit in my coat. Otherwise, I'd be more than happy to carry a huge wooden crate around New York. These are the typical things that are essential to make it in a big city.
You don't have to be a dick about it, Jesus. Batteries, huh?
They don't fit. These are the typical...
Fuck off.
There's a Uno.
Oh, what's this?
There are traces of blood on the ground.
Oh,
These traces of blood aren't a good sign.
really? I never would have guessed. Fucking idiot.
An open can. Looks like there's pitch in there.
Well, grab it then.
The pitch looks like it can still be used.
Good, we can fix the boat with it. Anything else I missed? Don't we carry this bar around?
And what should I use it for?
Fuck, I don't know. Opening a crate?
I don't see how... No clue.
Stop sign?
No, it doesn't make any s...
Fine, Jesus. Phone.
No, it doesn't make...
The buoy.
Yes, it's a good idea, but with the stick, I would be only able to touch the buoy. I need something that will help me
Buoy.
hook it.
Whatever the fuck you just said. Alright, wait, where the hell did that can of pitch go?
The pipe could work like a hook, but I have to find something to connect them.
Are you kidding me?
The pitch look...
Then grab it, damn it! Unless you want me to stick the pipe in it.
Yes, I'll take a little. Now the pipe is full of pitch.
It's a pitch pipe! Oh. Wow. I'll smack myself later for that one. Oh, pitch pipe. Damn it.
The pitch should work as glue.
Excuse me. Pitch pipe.
And what should I use it for?
For wiping your ass. What the fuck do you think you're gonna use it for? Good lord.
Yes, this should work. The improvised hook does the job. It hooks the buoy and brings it to the pier.
Buoy! Not boy. You're not hooking
Okay,
boys,
I brought
are
the
you?
buoy closer.
You fucking pervert.
Okay, let's hope that the buoy takes the same batteries as the flashlight. They take the same batteries. If I weren't already up because of that anonymous call, and I hadn't found traces of blood at a semi-abandoned port, I'd say that today is my lucky day.
Congratulations, can we go now? Fuck, this dude is annoying. Why am I still playing this? I don't know, I like ragging on him.
It's time to shed some light on this story. Gun and flashlight in hand, I walk around the crates scattered around the port. I'm careful to cast my light everywhere that someone could be hiding with the idea of whacking me over the head with something when I least expect it. There isn't anyone on the dock. I decide to look around the piers. And there, I find something that doesn't really surprise me. A dead body. Sean's dead body. I touch his face with my fingers. It's warm. He can't have been dead more than 20 minutes. Rifling through the pockets of his coat, I find a bottle that, from the smell of it, must have rye whiskey in it. And a couple documents with the name John Ford on them. They're done so well, they almost seem real. All of a sudden, a noise behind me brings me back to reality. But it's too late. A set of knuckles meets my jaw like a truck. I fall to the ground. From the rebound, my finger pulls the trigger and the gun goes off. The trajectory of the bullet is as random as my shot. The owner of the fist stands there like a statue, making noises like a caged gorilla at the zoo. I try to think of a quick way to knock him over. He's as big as a house, but a kick to his legs will knock him over like a consumptive kid. Right before I'm about to jump, he turns around and runs away. I follow him.
Dude, it's called show, not tell.
But as soon as I get off the piers, a light beam hits me right in the face. "Hands up," says a voice, but I can't see the face. "New York Police," continues the voice.
Del Nero, that's a great story you just told. An anonymous call, a mysterious assailant, and a dead body. Sounds like the plot of one of those crime novels so popular these days.
I bet it's those kinds of books that made you the lieutenant you are today.
Hey, I wouldn't joke if I were you. You're not in a position to be joking. Let's summarize your version of the facts. Around 20 past midnight, you got a call from a man. He said he had information for you and asked you to go to the Melville port. You agreed to meet him. When you got to the port, no one was there. You decided to walk to the piers, and there you discovered the body of Sean McClane, a former police officer who had been your partner in this department years back until the Valenti case when you both got kicked out of the force. And to conclude, you claim that you were assaulted by some mystery guy who was chasing you when you got arrested by Officers Harris and McGee. Now, is this all correct?
It's the third time that I've told you the facts of the matter. I can repeat it as often as you like, so that you can see whether I trip up, but that technique isn't gonna work.
You are accused of homicide, Del Nero, and I suggest you cooperate with us if you don't want to end up in a cell. There are some unclear points that I'd like to shed some light on, if you don't mind.
Sure, I don't have any other appointments. My knitting class has already ended.
Del Nero, joke around if you think this behavior will help you. At 20 past midnight, you got a telephone call from a man that asked you to go to the old Melville port. You agreed without thinking twice. Let's talk about the telephone call you received. Answer, or it won't be good for you. Let's talk about the...
Fuck off.
It was a guy with some information about one of my cases.
Okay. It must have been very important information to make you go to the port in the middle of the night. What information are we talking about? As you wish, Del Nero. Based on your story, when you got the call, you went right to the Melville port. How did you get to the port?
I took a cab.
Interesting. From the telephone records, we know you called a cab company at 12:27, but we don't have any proof that you really did take a cab. How do you explain the fact that no driver reports having you in their cab?
I threatened a Chinese driver that was trying to pretend he was Mexican.
Don't joke around. Answer my question. How do you explain the fact that...
I paid the cab driver so that he'd say nothing.
Okay. When you got to the port, did you meet anybody?
No, no one was there.
So you didn't meet anyone. What did you do when you arrived at the port?
I took a look around.
Good. The officer said that you were inside the port. Why did you go to the piers?
There were traces of blood.
Don't lie, Del Nero. My officers didn't find any traces of blood. Del Nero, I'm tired of your attitude. I hope you like this room, because until you decide to talk, you're staying here. Have a nice stay. Goodbye, Del Nero.
Dannazione. Great. A homicide charge was all that was missing. I wonder what else this day has in store for me.
Not better voice acting.
An interrogation table. I'd like to say that it's the first time I've seen one. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Gosh, the table is so fucking complicated.
Hey, is there anybody in there? If you plan on keeping me here for long, you could at least give me a magazine to read. This place is boring. It doesn't look like anybody is in there. The radiator's shut off. There's never been a comfortable interrogation room. It's the counter where you return personal effects. Not much that I can... It's off. This door is the only way for me to get out of here. The hard part will be going through it without handcuffs on.
What is it?
I want to make a telephone call.
Forget it. The telephone line is out of order. So calm down and stop making pointless requests.
In that case, I won't ask to get rid of the monkey jailer.
Huh.
I don't have anything with me. They seized everything that I need.
Oh, great.